Chapter 4.2, Day 2, Adding, Subtracting, and Multiplying Polynomials. In this lesson, we are going to discuss the special product patterns. So the first one is the difference of square, and we discuss a square minus b square equals a minus b times a plus b. And in other words, a plus b times a minus b will turn out as a square minus b square. So the answer for this one would be a square minus b square. So now we are going to turn the factors into standard form. Similarly, if we apply this formula in this example, we are going to see that a is x, so a means x, and then b is 4. If the formula is a square minus b square, then this should be a x square minus 4 square. So the two factors are given, x plus 4 times x minus 4, and the standard form is going to be x square minus 4 square, and it can be written as x square minus 16. Now we are going to discuss square of binomial. So it's the same binomial, but it's multiplied by itself twice. So a plus b times a plus b. The formula for this one is a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square, the formula for this one is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So if you notice that these two formulas are exactly the same, only the difference between these two formula is that this one is negative term and this one is positive. It just depends on the sign in between. If there is a sign positive in between, then all the terms are going to be positive. If there is a negative sign here, then the middle term, that is negative 2 times ab, would be a negative term. Now if I compare the example y plus 6 square, then the formula for this one is a square plus 2ab plus b square. All I have to do is that recognize what is a in this case. So a is y, so I plug it in here y. B is 6, so I plug it in b for 6. So when I plug it in a as y, b as 6, then I'm going to get the standard form for this binomial square. For this example, I'm going to write a square, so which is y square plus 2 times a times b plus b square. So I'm going to get the answer as y square plus 12y plus 36. And that's going to be your standard form of the binomial y plus 6 square. Next is 3t minus 2 square. So now in this case my a is 3t, so a square minus 2 times a times b plus b square. So the answer is going to be 9t square minus 12t plus 4. So 90 square minus 12t plus 4. Just remember that 3t means a square, 2 means b, and plug it in into this formula. So I wrote the formula for a plus b cube. A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. You can also look at this formula using Pascal Triangle. So in the Pascal Triangle, if you remember, the coefficient for this one was 1, 3, 3, 1. And you start with the highest degree of a cube, and a square, then a, then no a. And here you start with the lowest degree of b, which is no b, and then b square, and then the highest degree of b, which is cube. Either you can write this formula using Pascal Triangle and use A and B, whatever is given to you. So Z is A and your B is 5, and plug it in here. So I'm going to use this formula to solve this problem. So I'm going to have here is Z cube. So that's Z cube plus 3Z squared times 5 plus 3 times Z times 5 square plus B cube, which means that this is 5 cube. And your final answer is going to be Z cube plus 15Z square plus 25 times 3, that's 75Z plus 125. Z plus 5 cube. For the next one, you just have to remember that the B is negative. It means wherever you have a b to the power 1, b to the power 3, or b to the power 5, that those terms are going to be negative, because in this case this is positive because negative b squared is positive. So the two terms are going to be negative where we have either b or b to the power 3. So all I'm going to do it in this case is that plug it in A as m and b as 4. So what I'm going to get here is m cube minus 3m squared times 4 plus 3m times 4 square minus 4 cube. And my final answer is going to be m cube minus 12m square plus 48m minus 64. So this is going to be your final answer of m minus 4 cube. Next is example number 6. Using special product patterns, I'm using a minus b times a plus b for the first question. So what is the formula here? So the formula is a plus b times a minus b equals a square minus b square. So all I have to do is that recognize a is 4n and b is 5 and apply the formula. So a square, which is 4n square, minus b square, which is 5 square. So the answer is 6n square minus 25. For letter B, I'm using the formula a minus b squared, which is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Now I'm going to plug it in a as 9y, so it's going to be 9y squared minus 2 times 9y times 2 plus 2 squared. So that's going to be 81y squared minus 36y plus 4. So that's going to be your final answer. For letter C, I'm going to apply the formula a plus b cubed. So that's going to be a cubed plus 3a square b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. So a is going to be this term, that is ab. This whole thing is we going to treat as a. This number, that is 4, we are going to treat as 4 and then plug it into this formula. So I'm going to use ab as my a, so that's going to be ab cube plus 3 times ab squared times 4 plus 3 times ab times 4 square plus 4 cube. So that's going to be a cube b cube plus 12a square b square plus 48ab plus 64. Again, you just have to remember the formula and plug it in, a as the first term, b as the second term. I'm going to ask you to pause the video and try 6, 7, and 8 and then match the answers with me. For number 6, I apply the formula a minus b times a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So the answer is 90 square minus 4. For number 7, I applied the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. So the answer is 25a square plus 20a plus 4. For number 8, I applied the formula a minus b cube equal a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. Now I'm going to plug it in a as xy and b as 3 into this equation to get my standard form. So that's going to be xy cubed minus 3 times xy squared times 3 plus 3 times xy times 3 squared minus 3 cubed. So that's going to be x cubed y cubed minus 9x squared y squared plus 27xy minus 27.